I don't know, but I wanted to kind of show these right here. These speed binders to KLC Lawn Landscape. Check them out, man. Check it out, Ken. When you got it. Man, how can you not love those right there, man? They are just bad to the bone, man. They're bad to the bone. That easy, man. These are speed binders, man. 9/16 socket is all it takes to do that. Thought I'd just throw that out there, man. It's Ray. Okay, guys. Good morning. So it's Tuesday morning, and we're back to it, man. Let's see. We got just a small little cleanup we're gonna do with the Bobcat. We're gonna pick up a tree, basically a tree that fell. It shouldn't be much to it, you know. I've seen it, and y'all been over to this property before. I've seen the tree down, this old pine tree, and then we're gonna do a little. I'm gonna do them a solid. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup around where the tree is to kind of, minimize some of the stuff that's going on there, and it's kind of hard to explain, but we got the dump trailer. The good thing is I won't have to pay no dump fees, but I'll be able to charge for dump. Probably gonna be charging. I don't know. It'll be worth it though, man. I want to say around $350, man. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. We're pulling the Bobcat. The Bobcat's ready to go. I don't need nothing. It's always a good thing, man, if you don't have to stop in the morning time, you know. Like if I had to stop this morning and get fuel and stuff, then that would be another 45 minutes or so of, of work. Well, for us to get started. So Drew's in the other truck following me with the dump trailer. A lot of these things we're going to figure out when we get over here. So, that's well, it's like that on every job, really. So yeah, man. So I want to give a shout out to a couple of the guys that I got the other day, and how could I forget? I don't even know. Blind TV. I can't see. Chris, what's up, man? Y'all check out Blind TV if you put out a video. I ain't seen him put out a video in a minute, so I don't know. And then you got Drew's Lawn Care. What's up, Drew? What's up, Drew? And then we got, how could I forget Grasshopper Cruise? Because they don't put no video out. What the hell? Come on, man. Anyway, yeah, so big shout out to those guys, man. And I know there's some more I forgot, man. And Lakeside Lawns is another one, man. Yeah. I always get a little nervous when I'm traveling a pretty good distance, and Drew's not used to pulling a big dump trailer, and yeah, and I mean I'm gonna have to start letting Drew do some of these things, so I could kind of assess where he's at, assess what he can and can't do, and what he needs to work on. And I'm not saying that in a way that I don't say that to myself too, because I can always work on things for myself too, you know. The Bobcat trailer seems to be, I don't know, wanting to sway, man, a little bit, man. Like there's a lot of weight on the tail end of it, and there's not. I got it backed up on there. All the weight is right over the axles, so yeah. So, you know, having to travel as far as we're having, and it's not that far, you know. I mean, it's, you know, 15 miles, you know. So, you know, but we're definitely gonna earn a little bit today. Hope we don't tear nothing up, you know. So there's that. Yeah. So, man, let me tell y'all this little story here. So I got the final, the title work and all to the lift yesterday, and you know, because I'm gonna have to go, since it is a trailer, I'm gonna have to get a tag for it, it looks like. Now I'm not 100% sure about that, but I will have to. I'm gonna check and see. They sent me the title, and it looks like a trailer title to me, from out of state. So anyway, again, they're trying to pull old. It just seems to me like, man, these finance companies, they slick, man. So they sent a letter, you know, separate from the title. Might have just came the same day. Now the title's been signed on the back, and I'm the recipient, and I just have to go get a new title in Georgia, you know, under my name. And I can do that no problem. That's a whole separate entity than what I'm fixing to be talking about. So the finance company also sent me a letter yesterday that is saying that since I did not provide them with adequate insurance, you know, I guess to cover the machine or whatever, that they're going to add like $39 a month onto the price of the payment. So now the payment just went from, you know, $240 something a month to $270 something a month. That's what they're saying. When I was applying for the loan, you know, they had a box where for your insurance, right? So I called them. I said, so are you saying that I'm going to have insurance on the machine, you know, a special insurance policy on the machine, you know? And he said, well, just put your, you know, your liability insurance, you know, that you have on your other equipment and stuff, you know, on your business liability insurance. And I said, okay. So I put that policy number down. I didn't think nothing else about it, right? So now they're coming back at me after the fact. See, and this is what they always, and this is why I don't trust these old slick financial guys. They slick, man, you know. They just slick, man. They like a wolf in sheep's clothing, man. They are slick, man. So so in the letter, they're adding, you know, pretty much $40 to the payment. It's like $38.99 or some crap like that for insurance. And man, when people start doing that, man, you know, that rubs me all kind of the wrong way, man. I mean, it really does. It makes me, I don't know, it just makes me feel like they misled me to a certain degree. And I understand the concept of insurance and, you know, them financing $10,000 and blah, 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 blah. All right. And I get it, man, you know, they want to have coverage for their 10K in case something happens to it. But it rubs me so hard the wrong way that I'm thinking about, and I'm going to call them today, and I'm thinking about just going on and paying the 10 grand, man, and being done with that stupid crap, because I don't like people trying to get in my pocket, man, when that was not even remotely a part of the deal. It just, you know, it takes me to a whole nother level of anger, you know, and I got the 10 grand and I could just pay them, you know, and, you know, I had 30 days too. I haven't had the machine 30 days, so there's that too. I just don't, I don't know, man. You guys tell me what you guys think, man. It just sends me into a damn stratosphere of anger, man, when people start trying to get in my pocket and we ain't had no agreement about that, and they gonna take it upon themselves to, and this is what their letter said. Well, we've added blah blah dollars on to the payment for the insurance that we think is appropriate for this machine. And I'm like, oh my God, man. So they're telling me what to do, you know, and you know, I don't know what the law is and what all that stuff is, and I guarantee you there's gonna be something in that freaking ass, you know, fine print that I missed. I just, you know, and granted, y'all, you know, $38 more a month or whatever, you know, $40 more a month ain't gonna make or break me, but that goes against my budget that I had in my head, and even if it is only by $30 or $40, you know. I don't see me. I tell you, just me sitting here talking about it. I'm feeling pretty defiant about that, man. You know, pretty defiant about that. It just, I don't know, man. Anyway, you guys tell me what you got, how you guys would feel if that were the case, you know. I don't know. I call it playing with my freaking pocket. That's what I call it, y'all. I mean, I just don't like it, dude. I don't like it. It ain't about the monetary value. That ain't what it's about. If they had said, look, man, you're going to have to pay $35, $40 a month insurance on this thing, up and above your payment, then what I would have done is I would have put more down. See? So this way right here makes me where I just, you know, I just want to pay the machine off, man, or let them take it back, you know. Whenever something sounds too good to be true, just assume it is, because it always freaking is, man. Always is, man. You know, I don't know, man. I just don't like it, man. I just don't like that kind of crap, dude. And I'm sure that happens all the time. And, you know, I don't really, you know, you loan me the money or don't, you know. I'm paying interest on it, man. And I understand that they want to cover the machine. And I guess I could have, you know, I can understand from a business standpoint, man. I mean, you know, I'm the devil's advocate too, you know. I understand from a business standpoint that this is what they feel like they need to do. I just don't like the all the shadiness of it, you know, after the fact. See, after the fact, you know, after I agreed to the interest rate, after I agreed to the monthly payment, after I agreed to the money, you know, then they gonna come back at me like that, man. So that's what I'm, you know, just up in arms about. So y'all know, so like I was telling you guys, you know, the other afternoon, you know, Bo's in jail. So about 3 or 4 hours, well, so y'all know Bo's in jail. So the very next morning, that after he called me and told me he was on his way to jail, the very next morning he calls me, of course, you know, from a strange number, and he was saying something like, hey man, man, they're gonna let me out, man. All I need is $25. You know, and he can sign his own bond. See, the last time he was in jail, you know, I owed him money. So when he got locked up, I just went up there and put the money on his books, right? Well, then what they did, they took that money and let him sign his own bond. In order to sign your own bond here where I'm at, you gotta pay $25 now. So his bond is $600, but you got to pay $25 in order to do an OR bond, and they're letting him do an OR bond, but he don't have $25. And he wanted, so what he was calling me for, basically, y'all know, was to get me to bring him, let him borrow $25. And I told him, no, I wasn't doing that. I said, I think you're right where you need to be. Is that wrong, y'all? That ain't wrong. I said, well, so for all you guys that say, damn, Ray, that's wrong, man. That's dead wrong, Ray. You won't go get that boy out of jail. You know, it's gonna cost $25. Okay, so let's play that on out. I go down there, I take him to $25, right? They release him tomorrow morning. Okay, well, he ain't got a way to get nowhere. He ain't got nowhere to stay. He ain't got no way to pay me back. Yeah, all that there, y'all. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I don't really see a future in it. He's got to be in court on February, the first week or so in February, on his other public drunk charge. Keep in mind, he's out on bond on a public drunk too. Now, I know of the system, y'all, is when you're out on bond, at least back in the day, when you're out on bond on a case and you catch another case, you didn't get no bond on that second case. I mean, you just didn't. It didn't matter what the charge was. If you're out of jail on public drunk and you catch another public drunk before you go to court, then that's the whole definition of violating your bond. I mean, that's the number one rule. Do not catch another charge. Not only did he catch another charge, but he caught the exact same charge. You know, and maybe COVID has got all that, but for them to let him sign his own bond on that don't even make no sense to me, man. That's crazy, dude. It really is to me, you know. So we'll see what they talking about. I'm not worried about getting Bo out of jail. That ain't my place, you know. Oh, let's go. Come through here and go straight to the straight. Go. All right. Let's go around. Okay, y'all. So we got done We did have a slight mishap over there. Well, they told me, and she understood that I told her before we started. I asked if there was any lines or anything over there, and she said yes, the doggy line's over there, but don't worry about it. If you hit it, we, you know, my husband will patch it back. And I'm like, okay. So we work up. So I get everything done, right, y'all? And I'm doing one last little thing, kind of going up and beyond, because we got done pretty quick. And she wanted me to take out this magnolia tree. So I took out the magnolia tree, I pulled it up, and apparently when I pulled it up, it severed the doggy line. So that's not good, man. You know, I hate doing things like that, but you know, it was, she said her husband will put it back together this evening, not a big deal. And she paid me the money that I was supposed to get, and she gave me an extra $40. So we did a lot of little things around there that need doing. And so Drew's pulling the other trailer, you know, the dump trailer. We got it loaded, man. I mean, loaded with trees and stuff like that. So yeah. But I still, you know, when things like that happen, whether it's in my control, outside my control, we talked about it beforehand, or we didn't talk about it beforehand. I don't like for anything to go wrong on any job, okay? You know, I did everything I could to avoid this line that she said was that her husband had put it in about 6 inches deep, you know. So she knew that I was probably gonna hit it. So, but still, that doesn't do nothing to, you know, to me in my psyche, you know, because when you're on a Bobcat and you're doing this type of work, y'all, you know, it's all about your confidence, man. You know, and they're regular customers, they're good people, and she's not upset or nothing because she expected it. I am. I'm more upset about it than her. So, yeah, don't that suck? It sucks to be raised sometimes, not often, but sometimes, you know. But they're good people, and you know, they're regulars of mine and all that there. So, you know, I told her that, you know, whatever it costs to get fixed, I'd be glad to pay, you know, because, you know, I still felt responsible, you know. Whenever you're on a job, and this is just my take, and people can digest it however they want to, whenever you're on a job and everything is, you know, working at the job, you know, as far as their power, internet, water, and you leave there and none of the, and one of those things ain't working, then that's not good. So, you know, and that puts you in a light that's not so flattering. So, just makes you feel unprofessional, or feel like you could have done better. And I already feel like that on every job anyway. I always feel like I could do better. So I'm glad I think like that, because that keeps me humble and it keeps me grounded. So yeah. But now we're gonna go over here to my burn spot, and we're gonna dump all this stuff. And see, I was able to charge her for the dump, you know, and I'm not gonna have to pay to go to the dump. So that's important, man, you know. Got done, I got paid, there's a check right here. I'm fixing to deposit that check in the bank. Yeah, and Ray, peace out.